Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back. It's your girl Jazz, and today we are checking out the BOYA Magic mic. Not that kind of magic mic. This magic mic. Alright, let's go ahead and unbox it and see what all it comes inside. It says it has the first AI powered noise canceling technology in it. Oh, first of all, I love the little to-go bag. I love that. Definitely makes it easier to keep up with, but how big is it? So it's supposed to be small and light, but why is this big old thing in here? All right, let's see what all it comes with first before we criticize, right? There it goes. Okay, we got the boombastic mic right here with the receiver. I love that. I'm always losing the receiver from the actual mic itself, so I do love that. And it is Type-C. They do have a version that you can order online that does have the old Apple, I don't even know what it's called. I know there's USB. I know for the Androids, I'm not too familiar with the Apple chargers, but it's their old little funky, the little attachment. I'm not exactly sure what it's called. All right, so we got some little fuzzy slippers right here. That's exactly what these look like, little fuzzy slippers, like that. Slide your foot in there. See, you slide your foot in through there, and then you have your foot, yeah, little. I'm renaming everything. I really don't care. Well, see? Okay, so it does come with this. You don't have to worry about that. I don't even know what that's called. Anybody know what it's called? Please educate me. I know I'm the techie nerd that's supposed to know all the tech stuff, but I don't keep up with Apple. I mean, it's Apple, right? How many people actually use Apple? I know I ruffled up a couple of flat feathers and it's all in fun. I'm the oddball in my family. I'm the only one with an Android, so. Alright, so this is the other mic. I think this is the mic. I'm not sure. We've got the chargers. Real old school and say the jack. Who still has the jack for their phone? Huh? This, I gotta say, I knew I was gonna find it somewhere. Alright, so this is actually the mic holder. So usually you see me opening a little box or something like that. One thing I think is really cute, this is actually intended for interviews. I don't see myself interviewing too many people, but you never know what the future holds. I may be interviewing you next. Alright, and so you do have a little screw right here, so if you want to attach it to anything. I did also get a little stand right here, so you're able to screw it in. Let me open up the stand so you guys can see exactly what it looks like. Okay, this thing has some, for being a stand, it has some weight on it. I'm not saying it's super heavy, but I was kind of surprised that it has some weight to it. So pretty much this little piece right here is what's going to have the weight to it. Are you stubborn? Because guess what? I'm more stubborn. Oh, there it goes. Okay. I was trying to figure out how to move this. Oh, there it goes. So I'm guessing this is going to protect your whatever device. You're able to screw it on. So if I wanted to, or like if I'm doing an interview, just kind of toggle it around. But yes, that's pretty cool. And it feels pretty solid. I wouldn't say it has, you know, like I said, it has some weight, and it's more maybe just referring to the solidness of it. I don't have long enough nails, so that way I can't do the ASMR. Sorry, guys. All right, so now let's go ahead and open up the mics. All right, look at this little cutie right here. This is the actual mic itself, and this is where the little shoe is gonna fit. So that way, I guess, buffering noises and things like that to kind of help the AI out altogether. And I'm going to test it a couple of different ways. Ooh. Sorry, my slipper is shedding over here. Let's see. I do know that the mic itself, just one by itself, has a battery life of about 6 hours. And also, if you're using it in this kind of like the interview, or just, you know, if I'm doing the review just like this, the entire device is going to last about 30 hours. So you're going to get a charge and a half per mic. So I do have 2 mics here, in case you guys were unsure about what I was talking about. And I like the magnet that it has to it. Like, so I will easily lose that, so I'm glad it has it. I do wish that there was a way that I could, I mean, it's easy to get off. It does have a little bit of a sturdy hold, but as I was adjusting things, I did accidentally knock it down. But luckily I was paying attention, so kind of be a little cautious of that, and you can interchange it if you do have the old school Apple charging. I'm gonna test it out here in the car, so I just a close range to see how well it works. I will step outside and also test it out, so that way I can get it more of a natural environment, and then we're gonna go indoors to kind of test it out in 3 different aspects of it. We are going to Malibu Jack's, in case you're not familiar with it. It is the largest indoor theme park in Texas. First time here. It's only been open since July, so it's fairly new. If you haven't heard about it, I'm pretty sure most families probably heard about it during the summer. Then again, it was the end of mid-July, so definitely next summer is where you're really gonna hear about it. Or spring break, or any other time kids are out. And just parents were like, get these kids away from me. That's how I'm with 90% of people, so don't take it personal. So I am taking off the little sticker here, so that way it makes it easier to charge. All right, so one of the biggest issues that I have with the receivers on microphones in general is I always have to take off my case. Oh, look, I don't have to take it off. So that's a huge bonus right there. BOYA, great job. Thank you for considering the phone cases. Most of the mic creators are not considering phone cases, so that is a huge plus in my book right off the bat. There's also a BOYA app, so that way I'm able to control it, but I'm actually going to be passing over my mic to my great videographer and test it out. I just discovered this on this mic, which I absolutely love, and I've had issues with this with other mics, and it's probably something you really don't think about. The clip here, and I know you're probably gonna get a little bit of static on this one, but it's also testing out the mic, right? So I'm used to that, but the downside of it, depending on where I have my shirt, if I have a shirt that's gonna be closer up, it's sitting right here at my neck, which can be uncomfortable. But this one, they actually thought ahead. And there's a little magnetic piece, so I'm able to wear it however I need to, regardless. Now, I might need to worry a little bit about stability or it's scraping against, but it seems like a lot of the microphone is on the top, so you don't have to worry about it as much. Magnet seems to hold on somewhat well, but it is easily able to be pulled off, as you can see. It's a little baby magnet right here. I do wish that it was a little bit stronger, because as you were able to see, I was able to pull it off pretty easily. But for the most part, I do love that aspect of it, that because I have broken clips before, and I know a few videos where I've had it like on a drink or something like that, so I can use it without having to actually hold it or anything like that. But I have seen clips or images of this microphone on like a hat or something like that. So this is definitely going to be beneficial when I'm out and about, and I don't really have to worry about keeping up the mic. I could just stick it onto my hat or something like that. So State Fair is coming around the corner, so this is definitely going to be a big use if it's as good as it sounded initially. I have paused the video so that way I can hear it, so I can speak more confidently about how well it sounds. And in the car it sounds great. We're gonna step outside. I'm not sure if it's windy or not right now, and then we're gonna head inside, so that way you can hear a couple of differences. I'm gonna turn the mic off, speak a little bit so you guys can hear the difference and see how well it actually does pick up. And the noise canceling is really going to be tested indoors, maybe not so much outdoors versus, you know, indoors in a noisy area. I know we're still indoors, but y'all guys understand the difference. So let's go ahead and step out. All right, guys, so I have the mic off right now, testing it out so you guys can hear me. There is a very, very slight breeze right now. And a couple of things I wanted to point out that I did not before. There is a button on the bottom of the attachment, and you're probably like, okay, what is that for? This is so that whoever's recording, or yourself, regardless, you're able to mute and unmute the mic. So if somebody says something out of line, you're able to mute it. So that's what the button on here is for. That's all it's going to control, is the mute and unmute. I'm going to go ahead and plug it in and explain a couple other things too that I noticed while I was playing around with this. Alright, so currently the mic is on, and I'm going to go ahead and talk like this so you guys can kind of hear a little bit of a difference on how close versus how far it catches. But also, there is a blue button, as you can see on here. I'm not sure how well it shows up on camera, but there is a blue light on the very tip of it. And if you hit the button on here once, it's going to actually give the noise canceling. So if it was even louder out here, there is a highway behind us, but it's not really picking up too much, at least. I do hear a motorcycle. I'm not sure how well it's going to pick up. Let's see, do you guys hear it? I'm not sure. Like I said, I'm not sure how well it's going to pick up. Because obviously it's going to focus on my voice with the AI versus the surrounding noise. But that just kind of gives you an idea of the mic. I would use this cute little thing, but it's not windy enough in my opinion. I'm gonna go ahead and attach it, see if you guys notice a difference. So if you hear any scratching, sorry. Alright, I'm not sure if it makes a difference. Do you guys notice a difference? No? Okay. Well, how do you know? You're not even listening to it right now. You're only hearing me. I swear this camera person is definitely just confused. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and test this out inside so we can really test the noise canceling, because based off this parking lot, it's gonna be pretty busy out there. So let's go check it out. Come on, guys. I know this is technically not part of the review, but I just thought this was a really nice bike, and the color schemes is unique. So I try to show you guys this. Some of the random things that I see. No, I'm just kidding, you guys. I was just whispering at first. Can you guys even really understand me any? I'm not sure. We are in Maono Jacks right now. There's a lot of weird people looking at me. But we're gonna try on the mic now. It is currently on noise off. Oh. This is noise canceling off. It actually automatically turned on, so I'm going to turn it on, see if it helps any. What do you guys think? Is it good? Alright, so I'm going to talk a lot more. I had fun here. You know, I think this right here, that right there was the absolute most fun. Going as fast as they will allow you on this cart and hitting those curves. I didn't cause any crashes when I did it, and unfortunately, I wasn't able to record while I was on there. But and if you want to know more about Malibu Jacks, you can check out Jazzy Tripz. There's going to be more details about that. And Jazzy Foodz, I did try their food court, so make sure you check those out as well. I'm about to head back to the car, so that way I can test this out and give you guys a final review on how well this microphone works. So let's go. All right, so after listening to the unedited versions of this video, overall, don't waste your money on any other mic. No, I'm just kidding. I know I had to do that little dramaticness to it. Overall, I'd give this mic a 4 out of 5. Just the style of it overall, I like it. Very lightweight. The only thing that I would like, and it's really annoying me, I want it to open this way. And that's just a personal preference, because I keep trying to open it this way, but it opens on this side instead. And I am right-handed, so I guess maybe that's the reason why. I don't know, but I still want to open it this way. Again, personal preference. I love how small and compacted it is. I'm able to keep track of the adapter easier, transmitter, whatever you want to call it. It does, I don't think I pointed this out, it does have the battery life, and it does already come pre-charged. As you guys seen it, I did not charge it whatsoever. The battery life for it lasts 6 hours on just one single mic. However, if you're using this setup, I guess what you want to call it, the whole package, it does run for a battery life of 30 hours, and that's going to be 6 hours per mic plus a 1.5 charging, which is going to give you what, 9 hours? No, that's not right. Yeah, right? If it's 6 hours, 1.5 is 9. Okay, my brain's not on math mode right now. I'm usually better at it. So you're gonna have the initial charge of 6 hours plus an additional 9 hours per mic for a total of 30 hours. Like I said, I love the fact it's kind of like all in one. If you want to do an interview, you can do an interview. If you have a old school camera, because most people use their phones nowadays. You're able to attach it. It comes with everything that you need, all of the extra, literally fluff. So I like the fact it does come with all the fuzz. I know that there is a technical name for it. I don't know if it's rabbit something or rat something. I'm just gonna call it the fuzziness. And then on top of that, you get your mic, you get your foam as well, and then for the individual mics, you got everything that you needed. You don't have to worry about whether you grab the right mic for when you're ordering, as far as if it's an Android versus the weirdo Apple heads out there. So because it comes all in one for 90 bucks, you guys can't go wrong with that. And like I said, it's good quality. The only small little imperfection that I heard was when I was talking on the mic, and I'm pretty sure it's because I had the movement of the mic to kind of test it out. There was a slight delay from my voice recording versus what you're hearing. So I think that may be user error, where if I had it stationary with me and moving with me, I probably would not have had that delay. I've had other mics where there was a significant delay that was not user error. So that's part of the reason why I pointed out, in case people see that and like, oh, well, it's not matching up. I think that's all user error. Because when it was more stationary, you didn't have that delay. So overall, I'd give it a 4 out of 5. There's always can be improvement, whether it be battery life, things like that. So I hardly ever, very rarely give it like a perfect score, unless I'm just that much in love with it. But again, that's very, very few and far between. But I cannot recommend this mic enough. Like I said, all in one. Love the style of it. Sleek, lightweight, all in one. Can't go wrong with it. And then on top of that, you get the package too. So BOYA, y'all did great with the mic, with the Magic mic actually. So if you want to know more about Malibu Jacks, their food, mics, whatever the case may be, you're going to be able to find it with me. So let me know what else I need to review. Love hearing from you guys. And as always, stay tuned, stay jazzy. Thanks for watching, guys.